Hey, everybody. We have some people are still joining. Jim's recording the call. He'll be with us in just a minute. And just let a few more people get on before we actually jump in and get started. Let's see, I don't actually see any. Connie's not going to make it today. She just got off of the plane and her luggage didn't make it to her destination. So it's great. Well, I'm going to get started because it's a minute after, and I guess people will still join. But today we're going to have Mr. Jim Tanner, who is our $200,000 ring earner, Millionaire Club member, author of the book On Purpose, and he's currently working on the Audible version of that. And I think he's well into his second book. So we're very excited to get our leadership training from him today. And I hope that you gain a lot from the call today. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to any of us or to Jim, and we're happy to help you. Take it away, Mr. Tanner.
Hey, thank you very much. Good morning, everybody that's here with us live. I know a whole bunch of folks are going to be watching this on replay as well. And today we're going to be talking about, because this is our meeting for helping new people get started quickly, efficiently, to not listen, in our business, one of the great things about our business is there is a tremendous amount of information available to us. But when we're brand new, sometimes that tremendous amount of information can hold us back instead of propelling us forward. So today we're going to be talking about what an associate needs to know to get their business off the ground, whether that be your first promotion, your first couple of promotions, getting yourself into Performance Club. That's what we're going to focus on. I'm actually going to share my screen here, and I'm going to share with you a couple of resources that we've made available that are in our, let's see, are you seeing my screen, our team website? Great. So on the Agents of Change team website, which you can access at agentsofchange.team, somebody will put that in the chat for you. We have this 90-day run support center that we've got built for you. And I just wanted to get us started by showing you a couple of things we put in here. Now, one of the things about having a website is it's very tempting to just fill it with stuff. And so I have some folks making sure that they stop me from doing that, because I'm one of those people who just put everything on there that I could ever think of. But we're keeping this edited, curated, again, deliberately, just for what you need to know to get started. And some of you are not just getting started in the business, but if you want to build a team that will grow coast to coast in 2 countries without your constant intervention, then you need simple systems that allow the new people to get started quickly so that those new people in your team can get started quickly. So I'm going to jump over here and I'm just going to share with you a couple of things. I'm going to start with this info sheet. And let's load this up. This is a simple 1-pager that we just put together, and it's got this. I'm not going to read you everything that's here. I just want you to see what you've got. But for our new associates, it's got the contact phone number for our associate services team in Ada, Oklahoma. There's hundreds of people manning the phone and chat lines. They are there to receive our calls, to help us with questions. And I just put a couple of things that a new associate might want to use that phone number for. First of all, getting the contact information for their sponsor. Believe it or not, as invested as you and I are in new people, sometimes they just lose our phone number. And unless they're your brother or sister, which hopefully some of them are, you're going to run into this where folks just lose your contact information. So the home office can look that up for them. Also, the executive director. Maybe the person just needs their own associate number. Maybe that's you. You need your associate ID number. The home office can pull that for you. Perhaps it's your username and your password. A lot of new associates, when they're going to get Fast Start qualified or they're trying to log into LS Engage for the first time, realize that they don't know their username or they don't remember what they picked for a password. And so the company, the home office associate services staff can help with that. They can help people set up their direct deposit. A lot of times when a new associate joins on the website, and maybe some of you did this, one of the questions is, do you want daily direct deposit or do you want a check mailed to you? Well, while you're signing up, if you don't have your checking account information handy, you can just click mail me a check and then you won't have to provide that in the moment. And that's what a lot of folks do. So what happens is we get signed up, we kind of forget about that. And then we start making our first signups and we're wondering why we didn't get a direct deposit. It's because we never set up the direct deposit. So the home office can give you the form you need. so that you can set up direct deposit, and they pay us 7 days a week, Sunday to Saturday. Whenever there's a commissionable event in your business, whether that means you made a sale or someone in your team did, they'll send you that money 7 days a week by direct deposit. So we want to make sure your direct deposit is set up. There's other things on that sheet too, but I'm going to jump off of that because that's in the back office for you. So that's our info sheet. Also, we put together this handy guide for how to register for Fast Start class. Again, maybe this is you need to register for your first Fast Start class, or maybe you're recruiting your first new associates and you want to either have them do this themselves or you want to feel comfortable walking them through it. Well, I put together every screen of how to log in, of how to access the calendar, of how to choose one of the classes that's coming up available, and how to register. That's right there. All you have to do is go over it. And again, that's in this 90-day run support center. Equally, I thought, and this will be my last one that I talk about, how to access the chat, which I think this is going to be super helpful. So if you do know how to log in, and you'll see as I load this, I've got screenshots for how to sign into LS Engage. That's where the chat function is. And even if somebody like yourself or someone in your team forgets their password, it shows them how to reset their password. But then it also shows them how to get into the chat and how chat works. And for those of you who've never done a chat with the home office, I'll just leave it on that screen for a second. You can actually do an online chat with the home office instead of calling in. Now, in the old days, all we could do was call in. But now, in the modern era, with the chat, sometimes you want to give somebody information, like you want them to look up a customer for you. Well, you can spell that customer's name over the phone and hope that you're saying it right and they're hearing it right. But a lot of times I prefer the chat because I can just type it in. Maybe it's a phone number I have to send them. I type it in. In other words, Bree or whoever I get on the chat line is getting this much cleaner communication with me. And the chats are recorded. Sometimes that conversation, it helps to save it on your computer, and then you'll have it for the future. Sometimes my new associates, I'll have them go in and do a chat because they have a question about, maybe it's about a bonus that they're going to be receiving, when's it coming in and so forth. And I'll say, after you do the chat, just send me the chat transcript so that I can see it. And then that way, when I have 5 minutes at the gym or something, I'll just look and see what the conversation was. And I don't have to have somebody tell me everything that was said over the chat. So it makes it super convenient. Anyway, that document is there as well. And that's all that I've put there. I made a note for the leaders about this, but we'll cover the recognition requests during the upcoming mastermind on Monday at 11:15. I'm going to stop my share. So that's at agentsofchange.team. Now, as you can see on that sheet, because some of the most common questions are, how do I get my username? How do I get my associate number? What's my website address? All of that, you can go to your sponsor, of course, because we can always look that up for you. But you can also just simply call into Associate Services. And at the Associate Services desk where they answer those phone calls, these are people that have been with the company for years, some of them decades. They know exactly how to help new associates. They get basically the same questions all day, every day from new associates as we're growing. So you're not going to stump them. They're not going to stumble at these answers. The next thing I wanted to talk about, really the first thing besides showing you what was on the website, was I wanted to talk to you about the Prospect by PPLSI mobile app, the handheld app and the desktop experience, which is where we have all of this great content that's been created by the company for us to share with our prospects, whether it's for the membership or the opportunity. And I've asked John Fehrenbach in Ohio to jump in and help me with this today. So John, I'm going to go to you. We'd love to hear your thoughts about the Prospect app, the ease of it, and really just anything else you'd like to add for all the associates that are here with us today. Take it away.
Good morning, everybody. So I thought I would just kind of jump in to the Prospect desktop app, which is slightly different than the mobile app. And Jim just shared something with me today that I'll work on to try and do a screen share of the mobile app. I didn't know you can do that. So it's something I learned today. Every day you're learning something. I guess I can go back to bed now. So if you'll allow me, I'm going to share my screen. First off, can you see that? Should be LS Engage, the front page. If you don't know how to get to the desktop app, you can get to it through LS Engage, and it's way at the bottom. So I'm going to make you dizzy, so close your eyes for a minute, but I'm going to scroll way to the bottom. And at the bottom of LS Engage, you'll see your business links. Now, there's a number of things here, but the fifth one down is Prospect by PPLSI. So if you click on that, that brings up this Prospect app. And the sign-ons are exactly the same as what you would use for LS Engage. And this is certainly the home page. There's a ton of things that you can do here. One of the things that I've seen come across a couple times is, how do I email one of my clients? From the desktop app, it's a little more cumbersome than what it is from the mobile app. So remember, I'm talking about the desktop app here this evening. Let's start with just if you wanted to add a prospect in here, you click on prospects. And as you can see up at the top here, it says add prospect, or if you have a group of prospects already ready to go, you can actually import a file of prospects. So for this demonstration, we're going to just add one particular person. Let's add John Fehrenbach. We're going to type his first name, his last name, his phone number, and his email address, of course. And we're just going to add him because we like him and we want to send him some things. Now, this is going to give me the opportunity to text him, to call him, or email him. Obviously, call from my desktop app for me, I can't do. But I can, and I can't text, but I could certainly email Mr. Fehrenbach. He's a great guy, so we like him. The desktop app, what it does when you click on email, it physically is going to use whatever your email client is, it's going to use that email client. Okay, so I got that initial email up. I would downsize that, and then I would go and I would look for and I want to come back to that. I don't want to jump off of that here. So I'd like to share something with him. Okay. Now what that's going to do is that's going to take you to this media area, and you have all kinds of things that you can share. And you're going to have to go through these on your own time. But let's say I want to send him this particular product overview. This little line here is going to allow us to share that. And in the desktop app, it only gives you these three things to send to. In the mobile app, the email, text, that all comes up. I don't know why it doesn't come up here. So anyways, going back to that media, oops. Okay, I got to cancel out of that. Sorry about that. So what I do when I'm on the desktop app is I click this little button here, and that's going to bring up Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, I think is what that is, and I'm not sure what that is. But I would grab one of these, and I would just copy this link, and then I would cancel the publish, and then I would go back to my email client where I started that email, and I would, obviously put in a subject, and I would go ahead and paste that particular thing in there. And there's actually words that they'll put in there for you. So that's one way that you could email from the desktop. Again, it's a little cumbersome, and hopefully they'll fix that. So the other things that are kind of neat in this media area, number one, you want to make sure that you're seeing all the media. Sometimes it'll come through like that. You can expand it and collapse it. Way at the bottom, I'm going to scroll slowly so you don't make you too dizzy. You'll see it's way at the bottom. Visit my website, and this is your wall site. So if you're looking to send somebody your purchase portal, it's in your prospect. And again, that's both on the mobile app and the desktop app. One of the things that you'll see in mine is you'll see some things in here about And I apologize for making you all dizzy. It's certainly not the plan today, but there's a lot of information in here for sure. There's opportunity presentations, just different things that they have in here. What I would suggest, if you slide down here, you'll see the how-to guide. When you click on that, it brings up this how-to guide. And for here, I just happened to go to this page here, how to share resources to a contact. And it walks you through, and these are all based on the mobile app. So if you know, using the mobile app, and as you can see here, you get text and email come up with the mobile app. Not sure why they don't come up with the desktop app, but go to this how-tos, and it shows you step by step how to edit contacts. You know, whatever you might need to do. I'm going to scroll quickly to the top. Close your eyes, and you'll see they have a table of contents, how to find different things. Group codes. If you're not familiar with what group codes are, how to find a group code. And these are the group codes. If you want Ladies of Justice information to show up in your media, or Young Pros, or Business Solutions, there's American Sign Language. These are the group codes that you would use. And you would go to this right here. Oops, I think I went by it. To add group code content, you'd add, and then whatever the particular, so for Young Pros, you'd add YP, you just add, and then you'd type in YP, and that would bring up your Young Pros. Well, let's type in Ladies of Justice, because I don't have them in here, just so you all see what it looks like. And if you click save, it tells me I've added the Ladies of Justice content. And now you can see anything from the Ladies of Justice content that they would have. Here's my Business Solutions content. So anything that I want to send that would be in reference to Business Solutions. Leader content. I don't know that I've looked like it. Apparently they don't think I'm a leader, so we're done there. But here's some stuff on Young Pros. So that is all in your group code content. And I access the Business Solution stuff more than I do anything else. But there's some sizzles, and here's a benefits landing page. So I showed you how to add a prospect, showed you about group codes, showed you about media. There's also training. These are things for you to jump into, or for you to send to your newest associate. You know, what to do in the first 48, how to do a game plan interview, things of that sort. So lots of information here. What I would say to each and every one of you, if you haven't played around in here, you're not going to break it. Jump in and check it out. It also has a back channel to LS Engage. So remember, I got here from LS Engage. You can also get back to LS Engage from here as well. I am certainly not what I would consider a expert in prospect, but I keep playing with it and keep playing with it, and I'm becoming more and more familiar with it. And Jim, that's all I have at this moment. I'd be happy to, if anybody has any questions going forward, you want to email me or send through the through Facebook Messenger, you know, I'll help you try and figure things out for sure. Venus, you have a question?
I was just going to tell you there's an update for Prospect. So when you open your app, go ahead and update it through your store.
And that's on the mobile app, Venus?
On the mobile app, there's an update for it.
Yeah, I think that pushed out yesterday. John, thank you very much for that. Great tour. And I love, as much as I love that desktop version, because you can see everything, and a lot of folks are working from home. Yeah. This was designed to take you and allow you, first of all, to have the convenience of working from anywhere and be in total control of your business wherever you go. Because I don't know anybody that leaves the house and leaves their phone at home. I mean, I just yesterday went to pick up my daughter, left my wallet at home, didn't think anything of it, but I took my phone, and I would have turned around and went back for the phone. And that's who we are today, right? It's the remote control to our lives. This Prospect app is a powerful way to run your entire business because it's two-way communication. I want to make sure that I'm clear about this, then I'm going to move on to one other thing I want to talk about. But when you're on that mobile app, first of all, you have a function in the mobile app that John couldn't show you on the desktop where you have the choice of importing your existing phone contacts, either one at a time or in bulk, into the Prospect app. So you don't have to type everybody back in. If you've got people in your phone right now, like I do, that can merge right over into the Prospect app. Secondly, excuse me, and more importantly, when you send a video to somebody that's in your Prospect app, you're getting feedback when they click on the link. You're going to know whether or not they watch the video and how much of the video. And so you're getting all of this feedback that you otherwise wouldn't get. Excuse me. But some of you are saying, hey, listen, I need to get Fast Start qualified today. I'm going to master this app another day. I put in the chat the two websites that the company makes available to us. One specifically a presentation on the membership, pplsiprotect.com. One a presentation on the membership and the opportunity, pplsiempower.com. Those websites are just videos that you can play. You can have a cup of coffee with somebody and play that video. You could send it to them and say, watch this, I'll call you in 20 minutes and we'll talk about it. But you could do it that fast. So some of you are just getting started. You're watching this as really your first training effort getting started in the business. I'm telling you, you could have your first membership signups today. It can be that simple, but it's really the choice is yours. However, to build that business that's going to last in the future, where you have all of this information about every prospect, you're going to want to use the Prospect app because it's a great app for that. The last thing I wanted to talk about, and we're gonna wrap this up. Our goal is to do this as a 30-minute training for you here and get you back to your family, to your life, to your business. We're going to talk about Performance Club. So I'm going to share my screen one more time. And let's see if I can get this up. There we go. And I've got the Performance Club flyer that you should be able to see. Everybody that's got their camera on, seeing that? Mr. Fisher, you seeing that? John, yeah, Sonora, okay, thank you. So this flyer, again, screenshot this. This is in your back office in LS Engage. There's a big banner. If you click on that banner, this is what it loads up. But it tells you exactly how you earn points. You need 150 Performance Club points in the calendar month to be Performance Club qualified for the month. And why do you want to be? Well, it's a bonus program that the company put in place 20 plus years ago. And it's our longest running incentive program. And it continues to run because it's the most effective at creating success for you and creating a duplication effect, a ripple effect of that success throughout your entire business. So this is a calendar month program. Starting in month 3, you'll begin earning a $200 bonus every month, but as long as you remain in the program. It goes up to $300, $400, and then $500. I just want to make sure you understand that's an additional $6,000 a year just for being Performance Club qualified. And it's basically just gathering a few customers. And if you're recruiting, it'll happen even faster. A few customers, 1 or 2 of them becomes an associate on your team. As you can see, you get a point for every dollar. So John Fehrenbach had a cup of coffee with me, showed me Legal Shield, and signed me up for a $29.95 Legal Shield plan to protect me and my family. We round it to whole numbers. So that would be 30 points towards your Performance Club. If he also shows me the opportunity, which I'm sure I would hope that he would, and I decide to join the business, join the mission, and start my own Legal Shield business, that's an additional 50 points. And when I go out there and get my business started the right way and get Fast Start qualified right away, in my first 20 days or less, that's an additional 50 points. So you can see it doesn't take a lot of activity to get to 150 points on a monthly basis. So we're going to really be beating this drum now more than ever because it's never been so straightforward to Performance Club qualify. We've never had so many different ways you can earn points as you can right now. And we want to get more people in Performance Club right now than ever before, because in the coming months, June, July, and August, you're going to see incentive programs for the summer that are going to make it evident to you why being in Performance Club is so important. And in addition to the cash bonuses, you'll see on the flyer, this is the minimum qualification for our trips around the world. So a whole bunch of us are about to go to Mexico this summer. We went to Maui, Hawaii last year. I've been to Jamaica, Atlantis in the Bahamas, Cancun, just incredible trips, Disney World, Universal Studios, just phenomenal places where they paid for our airfare, round trip for two, all the accommodations, all the food, all the drinks, all the fun. And it's a lot of fun. And you get to do it with the other people in the business with you. So there's all these moments where you're just hanging out and talking about business and life. And I remember in Jamaica, we had like 7 or 8 ring earners sitting around having coffee one morning, talking about our favorite books. I mean, I should have recorded that. I could have sold that hour of us drinking coffee, talking about our favorite books and the way that those books impacted our lives. I could sell that on the internet. These are people that combined and earn millions of dollars in this business. So those little moments are happening all over the place at these events. And I want you to be there with us. I want you to seize and take advantage. So again, that's in LS Engage in your back office. Let me wrap up the screen share. And if any of our leaders, they have anything that they also want to share, I'm watching the site here. Feel free to unmute yourself. John Fehrenbach, go ahead.
Hey, Jim, I'd like to, Joe Calcano is on the call today, and I think this is one of his first Agents of Change meetings that he's been to, but to surpass that unofficially, I understand that he has Fast Start qualified as of today and Performance Club qualified for his first month. So I'm really excited for what he's doing out there. And Joe, if you wanted to say something real quick, you're welcome to unmute.
Thank you, John. Thank you. It's unofficial, but I think I did the Fast Start, so I'm really excited about it. I'm very motivated, and that's it, man. Nothing much to say. Wanted to be one of those next trips.
I love it. And Joe, you're in Florida, is that right? South Florida?
Miami.
Perfect. All right. Congratulations. Great job. And I'm glad you're here with us so that we can celebrate you, and you can see the folks with their cameras on are excited with you. I'm about this for you, and I'm sure you'll see it in the chat as well. So congratulations. Keep up the great work, and we'll continue to watch you rise and celebrate that as you go along the way. Does anyone else have anything that they'd like to jump in with? Any information that I missed that one of the leaders feels is pertinent here on Wednesday, as we're kind of at the middle of the month, middle of the week? I don't see any other unmutes happening. So we're coming to that 30-minute mark. Oh, Barbara Berry. Go ahead, Barbara.
Hi, Jim Tanner. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you? You're in Rochester, right?
Yes, I am. I'm in Rochester.
I'm coming out your way next month.
Really?
Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
speaking in Syracuse, New York.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have family in Syracuse. Yes. Okay. It's good to see everyone. I just wanted to say hello and thank you. Tammy told me about coming on Zoom. She told me to jump on Zoom new training. So I'm excited. I'm glad I was here. I showed up. Good information.
Fantastic.
Thank you
It's
so
good to
much.
see you. I'll get you all the info so we can
Okay.
hang out in Syracuse.
Thank you so much.
All right. And so as we're wrapping up again, this is the 30-minute mark. I just want to say congratulations to all of you that are launching your business, growing your business, that you have your sights set on Fast Start qualifying, getting the manager in your first 45 days, picking up that bonus money. You're focused on Performance Club qualifying. You're focused on mastering the business. So while we're talking about all of the great ways you can be rewarded for mastering the business, you can earn great advanced commissions that are paid 7 days a week, 1-year advanced commissions. You're building a residual income for the future. You're picking up bonuses and you're qualifying for trips. I want to make sure that all of that we celebrate is grounded in, that none of that is possible without somebody getting protected, because that is what you and I do. The fact is that today, over 300 million people just in the United States alone that desperately need our services. They need this app on their phone, and they woke up this morning with no idea that this option exists for their family. They don't know that they could tap an app and get expert advice in things that they're worried and concerned about. They don't know that somebody will have their back when they're getting pushed around. They don't know that they don't have to feel alone. And we do know, and we can't let this be a secret. Because in every corner of every community, Legal Shield needs to be discovered. It matters. What you do is important and noble work. And I'm so grateful that I get to do it with you. Thank you all for being here with us live and watching the replay. Make sure that you constantly ask for help, because you'll realize in doing that just how many people want you to win. Good day, everybody.